Welcome back. The biggest nightmare for parents of young kids, milky choco, glita, ice cream, chocolate, for those of you that don't speak Hebrew. But why do kids love sweets, and what can we do about it? Joining us is nutritionist and fitness expert Karen Ann Gaiman. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
You just read my mind by this topic today, because this is like the biggest problem is this chocolate thing. Like, why do kids like chocolate and sweets so much? Like, why is it just...
Why do grown-ups like chocolate and sweets so much?
Because it's true, but kids is worse.
Kids is worse because everything is a little bit more extreme with kids.
Like, I didn't even say chocolate. It's like...
Exactly. You can't postpone it. You want it now. But also, I have to say that also I and many other adults, we like chocolate, we like ice cream, we like sugar, also because it's very, very sweet, and also because of the feeling that we get and the energy. So you can't really beat it. But what you can do is find solutions that are a little bit healthier and then blend them with the chocolate and all the sweets in order to have a child that's balanced.
Right. And I mean, is the idea behind it is like give them the sweets, but kind of sneak in a way to get at least some kind of health benefits from
Exactly. Or give them the sweets, but also make it half and half with things that are a little bit better for them, and that way they don't eat everything only from sweets.
Right.
So the secret is in the balance.
Right.
Also, I have to say that with kids, we see a lot in research that sometimes it's all in the packaging. For example, if you give a kid a salad, for example, and he doesn't like when everything touches, he won't eat salad. But if you cut it into stripes, he might eat it. So sometimes it's also the same with sugary things. If you make them really pretty, they might want to eat it more.
Creative ways. Exactly. So if you want them to eat their vegetables, if you like get cookie cutters and make them into like, you know, like dogs, teddy bears. I keep trying. It's a big problem. I mean, what's your advice to parents? Because listen, Israel there was a new study that Israel's like among the biggest perpetrators of too much sugar to their kids. Is that...
It's true. I mean, yes. I don't really know, but if the study says so, then obviously it is true. There's a lot of techniques, but I think that the #1 technique with children is actually not forcing them. Introduce the food that you want them to eat, the healthy food, the better solutions for candy, and just keep putting it on the table. Eat with them so they get an example, and then one time they might taste it and see that it's not as bad as they thought. Sometimes we feel very frustrated and we really want them just to try, and you force them.
Just taste it and then they'll touch like a little bit. Lawrence it.
Yes, but we know from research that sometimes they need to taste it even 6 times until the taste buds really get used to it, and then they want it. So don't force them. Just introduce the food, show them that you eat it, and maybe with time they will start eating it.
Okay, so let's see an example. These two things look the same.
They do look the same, but
do they taste
are
the same?
not. So you have here 2 choices of flavored chocolate milk, and you're going to taste them and tell me what you think.
That tastes like choco to me.
Uh-huh.
And this tastes healthier. But it still tastes chocolate.
But how was it? I mean, obviously...
No, it's not bad, but it's not totally... Like, if I didn't have this one first, this would be fine.
So that's exactly my point. Sometimes things look really the same. They look very similar. Obviously, when you taste a drink that's full of sugar and then you have one that isn't, then you've seen the taste.
So what's in this one?
So in this one is just raw cocoa powder.
Okay.
You can also make it from yourself if you grind the cocoa. It has milk that's made of cashew. That you could either blend it yourself or buy it in the convenience store if you don't want to really start getting into it. And 1 date to make it sweet. You could also put maple syrup or agaba or molesa and have things that are healthier than sugar inside.
So the date is what? You actually blended it? Like, how do you not
blend everything together.
And the date like breaks down enough that you don't feel the pieces in it?
Exactly. You should either have a really good blender or strain it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I did.
So that, yeah, you can't tell, and this is great. This is really, because the cocoa powder itself is kind of bitter. You need something sweet in it.
Yes, you do. Adults sometimes like it bitter.
And the cashew, I like nut milk. I don't like regular milk. So, I mean, the cashews, you really, when you're getting the almond and the cashew milks, you're getting the health benefits?
Yes, you are. And it's really easy to do at home. You just blend the nuts with water, and then the milk comes out, you strain it, and you're done. But again, you could buy it ready.
Okay, quickly, because we're running out of time.
Good. Homemade jelly beans. You could just do it this way.
Really?
Yes. It's just flavored water that I put inside berries to dye the water a little bit red, maple syrup inside, a little bit gelato to make it jelly, and you just put it in a thing like this for ice.
There you go.
And also healthier things to put on sandwiches and make them pretty. Banana with almonds and peanut butter cashew.
Awesome. Sorry, we talked too much about the choco. I made it a little personal, my home situation with my kids. All right, coming up, Conan coming to Israel. More from Carmeet.